Hey there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, you're doing good. And the time is almost approaching towards 9 a.m. Third day of Eid. I'm doing a couple of videos for you. And this is going to be a list for summer. As summer heat is on, crazy heat and humidity during the daytime. Worse is the extreme UV exposure, which is showing on the phone. As the day progresses, the sun becomes very intense. So I do crazy things. Sometimes I do just sunbathe. No, not sunbathe. I cannot afford to do that. I'll be totally charcoal. But I do think like it's good for those who have a vitamin D deficiency. You can definitely get a lot of benefits, especially from 11 to 3 p.m. This time within, if you are outside, you absorb some vitamin D, you'll feel very energetic and full of life. I'm experiencing that. I'm telling you firsthand. So anyway, that's not the point today. The point is fragrances, right? So I have some airy, light, refreshing perfumes which I feel are not very long lasting, not very beastly, but they do really well in high heat. When I smell them, they feel refreshing. Okay, so 8. So I'll go. I have reviewed them all of them on my channel. You can see like full on review in depth. First one is going to be this classic. Okay, which is Givenchy Pure Blue Label. Okay, so this one is not much talked about. I had this for a long time. I use like some of it. I do not reach for it that much. I use like about 10 ml, 15 ml. So this is a very nice looking bottle. Looks like those air fresheners, like classy air fresheners you hang in the room, and they are, have the timers, they spray every 1 hour like that. Looks like that. So this one, the smell is very refreshing. It's not your typical lemon citrus. It's like a fresh, blue, soothing, masculine, something maybe like a little bit of a lavender. So whatever is in there, it smells very soothing. It's like the aromatherapy kind of fragrance. Very light, does not last very long, like 2 to 3 hours tops. Okay, if you spray heavy, but that's what I'm looking for when I stay inside. Like indoors. And the original Givenchy Purom, like that fragrance is so nice, spicy. The maroon color bottle is somewhere at the back there. So that one is more spicy, like a little bit like a afternoon kind of fragrance. This one is a perfect fragrance for the morning. I like spraying this for the weekends. Okay, Givenchy Purom Blue Label. So that's the number 8. Number 7, I'm going to go. Nobody ever shows this. I bought both the original and this one when I found it in a shop. So this is called Italian Citrus by, I think it's called Pino Silvestre. Okay, this line. This one is a shape of a pine cone or something like that. The original Pino Silvestre green color bottle. This one is blue. I really like the name Italian Citrus. It definitely has a lot of citruses, lemon, a little bit of a rosemary. It's like not aromatic fougere, but it's like herbal blue fragrance. So it's a hint of green and hint of blue with this dry down of a little bit of barbershop vibe, which is nice. Okay, very nice atomizer. Yeah, it's not your typical citrus. Once again, remember, like this kind of fragrances, if you smell, these are like masculine, manly, not powerhouse, but Pino Silvestre is sort of like a classic house. So it's a classic fragrance, Italian style. Very nice fragrance. Okay, if you want to wear something different, unique on a summer's day, very refreshing, that lemon note. This is called Pino Silvestre Italian Citrus. And I think you get 125 ml in this. Yeah, good value. Next one is a very nice fragrance not many people talk about. I think this is called House of Reyanne Tradition, and this is called Insurrection II Pure Extreme. I forget the name of this fragrance because it's not mentioned anywhere on the bottle. It just says for men. Bottle says a little bit small than 100 ml. Okay, this is a very tiny writing. I cannot read with my limited vision. Okay. This is a very beautiful take on Aventus cologne. Okay, and very citrusy, pure lemon. In a way, it's a blue take on Aventus cologne. Okay, Aventus slash Aventus cologne. Not a beast mode performer. That's why it's refreshing. This one will remind you a little bit of Mont Blanc Explorer, but much cheaper price tag. Mont Blanc goes for now 65, 75 bucks in Bangladesh. Not worth it. Definitely not worth it at that price point. This one I think is like 30 something, $32 or something. I paid for it, and I got this from Perfume Center. They have really good pricing. This is beautiful. If you're a fan of Aventus DNA, sort of Aventus cologne, the green apple, the apple, lemon, bergamot, this will work fine. It's a very refined fragrance, very clean. One thing about this house, I'll tell you, Insurrection or Reyanne Tradition, they make these fragrances like they have a pure Havan dupe, they have spice bomb, They have Aventus, a few of the other ones. They're all very fine smell. They don't smell at all alcoholic or synthetic in the opening. Okay, so Reyanne Tradition Pure Extreme. Next one is the most cologne style perfume here. Does not last more than 45 minutes. It's a joke, I understand. But when you spray this, the price is 20 something, 25 bucks I paid. This fragrance house, I tried three or four. Every single one of them is very, very, very refreshing. Okay, so this one is called Monotheme Bergamotto. Okay, I think they sort of make fragrances in style of Acqua di Parma. Funny thing is, Acqua di Parma does not have much better performance than this, but the price tag, yeah, they have zeros more. Acqua di Parmas go for 150, 200 upwards. Okay, this one 20 something. Man, if you think of the comparison, you cannot complain. Okay, this is pure bliss. Okay, pure. I sprayed this in the morning just for testing, reminding myself. I have another one called Bergamotto. I don't know what the green one. Okay, that's also good. This one smells like neroli. Yeah, very petit grain like neroli, and this has got lemon, orange, and a very citrusy, acidic sort of lemon and orange combo. Beautiful. I have another one, top number one, that is also citrusy like this, but very refreshing. You come out of the shower, just enhance the feel of the shower for another 1 hour. This is the fragrance. High heat time. These are the fragrances I would highly recommend. Bergamotto. Write down the names. Okay. Italian style citrus. Next one, everybody knows and loves this. Another no performer, but a refreshing scent nonetheless. Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. I bought this fragrance twice. Okay, reason being just for the juice color. When I spray this on, it reminds me of Versace Menu Fresh. That is a originator of that. There you go at the back, but much more expensive. This one, the 200 ml, I bought for 25 bucks on a sale. Normally they are $30. Okay, so what you get from this fragrance is like performance. If this one had performance, I actually like this scent profile more than the Versace. Reason being, this one has that blue oceanic accord, which is not really in that. Like this one is a bit creamy. It's a little bit more. Think of Chanel Allure Sport, like how creamy that is. This one is a bit more creamy. Reminds me of Dunhill Desire Blue mixes with that Menu Fresh, like that, right? So beautiful, fruity blue fragrance. It's like if you put this on the fridge and then spray the cool perfume on you, man, it will refresh you instantly. Okay, so that's how I use it. Sometimes in my room, fragrances stay cold because the AC is on always. So Blue Seduction, very budget but beautiful fragrance. If you are just starting the game, if you're a student, you can definitely afford this. Okay, so next one is a little bit more masculine, mature scent. And this is a classic. This is not from this era, but this is a newer version. This is called Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren. You see the bottle, iconic bottle with that spirit of USA right there. So this fragrance is an iconic fragrance from the era where Aqua di Gios, they ruled, Cool Waters, they ruled. This is a cousin to Cool Water in my humble opinion. The perfume, it's blue, but at the same time it has some lavender, it has some rosemary, something herbaceous, and I love the atomizer of the new ones. Okay, so the old one was white, I think, right? So the sprayers are horrible, but these are more affordable. Yeah, this is kind of like aromatic fougere, sporty, fresh blue fragrance. Reminds me of the 90s mostly. Okay, so denim jeans, white t-shirt, playing basketball. It will not last the whole afternoon, but whenever you put it on, at least 2 3 hours, you enjoy the beautiful freshness. Light. It's like some bright sunny days. You can enjoy this nice fragrance. Ralph Lauren Polo Sport. Okay, great fragrance, great value, 125 mil, and the price is very affordable. Number two, one fragrance I have hate and love relationship. Not love and hate, hate and love, because I hated this first, then I liked it, then sometimes I hate it again. It gets me headaches sometimes, but it's a beautiful citrus floral perfume, which is the classic CK1. After a long time on my channel, this is the big boy bottle. It's 300 ml. You can see my huge head and the huge bottle. Citrus, lemon, florals, watery. It's a lot of notes in there. It's like a tropical fruits. Even they say there's tobacco, papaya, banana. I mean, people say different things different time, but this is kind of like a fresh, lemony, fruity, uh, floral. Lot of florals. I think jasmine or something in it. So if you spray the older versions, like the vintage versions, I had very old versions. Okay, What it did for me in high heat, you think like, oh, it's light, aquatic, opening is so beautiful. But as time progresses, more and more you spray, you get more headache because the florals, they pop up and say, hey, you did you just overspray me? Here you go, regrets, right? Just wear lightly, okay? And this light sillage is just nice, okay? 2 sprays, 3 sprays, summer's beautiful, okay? Don't overdo it. CK1, a classic and top seller for a reason. This is their money maker, in Calvin Klein house. This one made their fragrances famous, and they release like so many afterwards. Eternities, CKB, Reveal, Obsession, you name it, they have many. So number one is the one I was talking about, Bergamotto. This is the one that I wanted to show, and it's one of my absolute love in my collection. Even though this is not the most expensive, you can have this under $40. But when I saw this for the first time in Malaysia, when I smelled it in retail, they cost around $65 to $70, which is not worth the money. So look for a discounter who will have Clinique's Happy For Men, and then you'll be truly happy. This perfume performance is questionable, very questionable. Like that Blue Seduction, this one. Some people, they say they get very good longevity. They are in the minority, definitely, but I never got that sort of performance. I'll be honest with you. What I like about this perfume is, one thing is the orange, very orangey, and this fragrance smells like orange, lemon. So let's spray some. Just love spraying this. I sprayed on my hair. God, that's regrets. But yeah, those, this is, think of orange soda, not cream soda, orange soda, like a Fanta or Mirinda, but more natural smelling. It's like if Fanta was not synthetic, or Fanta was not like chemical smelling, okay, but the refreshment of that orange, like in the summer's day, or you make like lemonade or orange together, and you put a lot of ice in there in the, the, what do you call, the jar, and you serve it fresh, with a mint leaf or something. This one doesn't have mint, but you serve it when you have like a nice, like sports picnic, and you sweated running around and just came back and drank that. Absolute, like, it just go down like refreshing yourself, and you'd be like, oh man, I feel so refreshing, like refreshed. This is the kind of fragrance I would suggest in summer. Smells so good. You go for holidays, I understand some of you say, hey, it's not gonna last on the sign days. Yeah, I understand, but just think of it like this: from your hotel or motel, the, which is located, let's say, try to always get the room near the beach or the ocean, so you can just walk across. You don't have to take a taxi or drive. First thing in the morning, you spray this. The sun is like slowly, coming up, and you spray this and just take a walk for morning walk. Go across, and moment your feet touches the sand, cold sand, and you spraying this, the fresh breeze, and this will work so beautifully. This is how I imagine this perfume to be. Just a nice little perfume. You can use this in office as well. Light, citrusy, orange, bergamot, all these things. Amazing fragrance. In terms of smell, this is like 10. Okay, Clinique's Happy For Men. That's what 8 fragrances for the summer's refreshing. Do let me know if you tried all of them. Which ones didn't you try? And have a very nice day, and stay hydrated. See you soon. Bye bye.